Hello everybody. Welcome back once more to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate the company, more or less, I could say.
Proud, Secret Service that helped him up, and he pumped his fist at the crowd, and the crowd went nuts. We started chanting USA.
So let's talk about the attempted assassination of former President Trump.
Overcame us because we were just happy that President Trump was
okay. How crazy that is, right?
Yeah, it really is. And let me get the take of Thomas. Thomas, tell us what you saw, and if it was any different. And I do appreciate both of you. I guess you were both in row 4, Thomas. Is that true?
Yeah, that's correct. Before I get started, obviously my thoughts and prayers go out to the Trump family and all the innocent bystanders who got hit.
I'm not political.
Well.
I'm very apolitical. I'm an independent voter.
We're only,
and I hate to get political.
Back from President
I try
Trump.
really hard not to be political.
The crowd was awesome. It was 90 degrees all day.
But this is insane.
Stood outside for 6, 7, 8 hours waiting to see him, and it's when he comes out, it's unmatched. There's no one like him.
Somebody had CNN on.
It's electric. We love it.
And they're completely.
And it's very disappointing what happened.
They're completely downplaying.
We have a group text and we talk about situation. A lot of political things, and we had this we had this in our back of our mind, like this is their last attempt to take him out, and it happened 5 rows in front of us, which is very shocking and disturbing.
Which isn't.
I'm just glad he's okay, but again, I'm very hurt that. Innocent bystanders had to
modus operandi.
They're not coming home to their families tonight. It's disturbing, and it shouldn't happen in this country.
Let me ask you, when this happened, and you saw the injured people in front of you, and you saw what had happened to the president, what was the reaction of the other people in the crowd? Robert, I'll ask you first.
You know what, Sean? I think that
for the most part, here's where I get into
people were stunned. There was just, I think, a sense of shock that came over everyone. I know for
here on out. I mean, it's
my
all just
personal
speculation
sense
and
was,
conjecture.
We're in a fishbowl. And you start to hear gunshots, and you don't know where they're coming from.
After seeing some documents,
you're thinking about yourself at that point. Obviously, you're thinking about the president.
He was.
I have 2 small children. And that was the first thing that came to my mind. Was I just want to make it out
he
here.
He registered Republican.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of comes down to that, Thomas, in the end, right?
And it kills me because this is my home state of Pennsylvania, man, like near Pittsburgh. This is just
it's
crazy.
Just concerning that there was a security breach to me. I don't understand how that happens in this day and age, but again, this is the climate we're in right now. We need to do better as a country. We need to, not be as divided as we are, and we need to understand that there are different sides. That's awesome. That's great. People have their own opinion, their own voice, but at the end of the day, we're all human. We all have family members. We're all loved by others.
Divided so much.
This type of violence is just not accepted. It shouldn't be accepted in this country. And I hope
even bring anybody to the table anymore.
It's not
for any sort of peaceful talk.
To me now, again, what happened with Trump falling down again up and pumping his fist, he's immoral.
People are just so divided.
I will support him to the end.
I keep quiet about my political affiliation
to the end, but violence like this is unacceptable.
And the fact that I probably will be voting for Donald Trump in 2024.
More people weren't injured, but again, one is too many in the situation.
Kind of amazing. You guys go to a rally, and I'm sure the last thing both of you, Robert and Thomas, expected tonight, but we do appreciate you being with us.
After the debate.
All right, joining us now, 2024 presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is with us. Mr. Kennedy, great to have you. Thank you for being with us. I know we have our political differences, and that's fine. That's not what tonight is all about.
The 4th year of
there
Mr.
came
Biden.
A moment where there were a couple of moments where you had requested Secret Service protection, and you are a legitimate presidential candidate. sir, I went to bat. I'm pretty sure you're aware. I was pretty outspoken about this. When you had requested that protection, you had lost your father, you lost your uncle to assassination. And I was shocked that they did not give that to you. And I said, you deserve that at the time. And I believe that today. And I hope they re-examine that question tonight, first thing in the morning, and you get the proper protection that you need. We've got to protect every presidential candidate. But, you know, coming from your family and your background and your personal experience, what was your reaction to today?
Y'all just need to chill.
Well, you know, my reaction
is extreme hate on either side, and
Americans can
it's like a virus.
Take a step back and take a breath and say,
seeps further and further into the fiber of your body.
And the vitriol, you know, you were talking about, and Laura was talking about just the anger.
Excuse me.
From both sides, and from the media. And people pointing to other political candidates and saying they're going to be the end of the republic, they're going to be the end of democracy. And that kind of poison feeds into this. You know, when my uncle was killed, I was 10 years old. And the morning that he landed in Dallas, there were posters all over Dallas and a front page of a newspaper.
Stay peaceful, people,
which had
please.
His picture on it saying, wanted dead or alive. And that was the gestalt of that time.
Stay peaceful during this craziness.
Anger, and in many ways, his murder was a product of that anger. When my father was killed, it was the same time. It was the most divisive time in American history. It was very much like today. Most divisive since the Civil War.
Things are going crazy, man.
There were riots in over 100 cities that summer.
The world is quite literally on fire.
King was killed 2 months before my father.
Stay to yourself. Stay peaceful.
People were being shot on college campuses. Nice.
Don't fall in line with this.
Laid the foundation for my father's.
Let the crazy people do crazy shit.
After President Kennedy's murder, there was a time of
fall into this.
And there was a time of where Americans said to each other, we have to stop this. We have to start looking at each other as part of a big family. We can have differences with each other without despising each other. We are the exemplary democracy of the world. We can't allow our country to devolve into violence. We are better than that, and everybody on both sides, and you know, I'm not talking about the other media, but also you and me, and all of us are complicit in some ways in what happened tonight. And I think all of us have to sort of step back now and say, how do we change the tone of this whole campaign? How do we change the tone of the political dialogue in this country and start forgive each other, to reconcile, to love each other again, and to see each other, to be able to have differences with each other.
I would say he's either a rhino, or
let's go back. How old were you when your father was assassinated?
Or he was Democrat, he was never registered voter. And then registered Republican, so you get access to this.
Assassinated, and
one way or the other.
Like it was yesterday. You know,
security was let him down, let Trump down.
In the Cathalk in the East Room of the White House. I was in the funeral procession.
Dark times ahead, man.
And I remember every moment of it. I was 14 when my dad died, and I was with him when he died in Los Angeles. So I sent a message out, a note out to President Trump tonight and to his family, telling him how relieved I am that he was not more badly injured, wishing him a quick recovery.
Right.
I'm thanking him for his courage during that event, which was inspirational. And
I tried really hard.
Telling him that
Cheryl and I
are praying for him. Our whole family is praying for him, for Melania.
Well, this is the kind of shit that's got to be talked about.
Not only for his quick recovery, but
you know what I mean?
For his continued safety during this campaign. And I really hope that President Biden reaches out to President Trump and offers him a podium somewhere where the two of these men and reassure the nation that they're both going to make an effort to and to change the tone of this campaign, so that we all can, and inspire us all to start being kind to each other. I think that's what's going to take it. And you know, after my uncle died, there was this moment of calm. There was a moment of peacefulness that Congress got together, both sides, and passed the Civil Rights Act, guaranteeing the right to vote for Black Americans. And there was a healing that took place. And I hope the same thing happens now.
I remember too, I remember your father, I mean, it's a famous video of him announcing to a crowd that Martin Luther King Jr. had been assassinated. This is all happening in the same time.
3 more inches of center mass.
There are two things that I think, you know, that relate directly to you that have to happen as a result of what happened today. And one is, I think you need Secret Service protection immediately for you and your family as a presidential candidate, putting aside our personal political differences, number one. Number two, you know, there's been a lot of talk for a lot of years about releasing the files about your uncle's assassination, and I don't know why there has been reluctance and resistance to do so. I believe President Trump recently said that if elected, he would in fact release those. I wonder why there's any argument as to why not. Would you have a request into President Biden? Have they given you any legitimate reason why they keep refusing you the Secret Service protection that you have requested in light of what has happened to your family?
Yeah, I mean, but I don't, and listen, Sean, I really appreciate you going to bat for me on that issue, because you've done that before, and you've done it pretty persistently despite our personal differences with each other. And I think that's the kind of example that, you know, we all need to look like. You don't like anything about my politics, but you have been asking for me to get protection. I don't want to make that, I don't want to make this evening about me.
Okay, guys. All right, wow.
Bigger. And, you know, you talked about
brain fart and a train wreck of a thought. Wow.
I really
anyway,
like that you mentioned after these men and women.
Thank you very much, guys, if you've made it to this point.
They surrounded President
If you do me a favor, smash that like and subscribe button. So I've been smashing my food.
Invited people to shoot at them rather than the president.
I appreciate it.
With an extraordinary courage.
As always, take it easy. Please,
to
especially now, like things
just protecting a man.
have devolved into madness.
They were protecting our nation.
Sheer madness.
I think all of us have to step back and say,
be easy, be kind to yourselves, please be kind to others. Remember, don't get drawn into this crap. Stay out of it. All right, everybody. As always, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.
Withering reply that gives